Donald Trump's aggressive immigration crackdown is continuing to grip Los Angeles, with ICE raids picking up across the city. And today, ICE agents appeared at Dodger Stadium. The Dodgers confirmed in a statement that ICE agents came to the stadium and requested permission to access the parking lots, but were denied entry to the grounds by the organization. Their presence comes on the same day that an announcement is expected from the Dodgers on their plans to assist immigrant communities impacted by ICE raids. Now, just in the last hour, DHS released a statement claiming that the agents there were unrelated to any operation or enforcement. For more on that, let's bring in NBC News correspondent Jacob Sobroff, who is outside Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Jacob, good to see you. What can you tell us?
Alicia, it was a very tense scene here earlier at Dodger Stadium, and you can see that everybody has sort of dissipated for now. There's a couple of protesters left. In fact, I'll just show you sort of the remnants of the protesters that are here right now. You can see that there's a couple of people still milling about. But what we understand is that there's going to be a protest again at 7 o'clock Eastern time tonight here. There's a game between the Dodgers and Padres coming up this evening, and the Dodgers have been at the center of this conversation about all of these wide-scale immigration enforcement playing out across Los Angeles. You had those agents that were staging here after a series of immigration enforcement raids this morning at Home Depot in Hollywood, reportedly at a Costco in the Los Feliz neighborhood, in Paramount reportedly. There are potentially agents that were exercising an immigration enforcement activity. Even in the Coachella Valley in the desert, there are reports of immigration enforcement today. When I talked to Tom Homan, the first Saturday of this immigration enforcement operation, he said, we're going to be doing this every day. Some days will be big, some days will be small. This feels like a big day. And to have this all taking place at Dodger Stadium has a particular significance to people here in Los Angeles. The Dodgers have not yet issued the statement that you mentioned about how they're dealing with these ongoing immigration enforcement raids in Los Angeles. Jaime Jarrín, the legendary Dodgers broadcaster, has spoken out about what's happening in Los Angeles. Kike Hernandez of the Los Angeles Dodgers. And it's all, I think, going to play out again in front of everybody tonight when the Dodgers face off against the Padres this evening, where we expect protesters to show up again, Alicia.
Sobroff, you mentioned the significance of Dodger Stadium. What is that significance?
Well, when Walter O'Malley brought the Los Angeles Dodgers here in the 1950s, there was a vibrant Latino community in Chavez Ravine, the neighborhood behind me. Palo Verde, Bishop, and La Loma were the names of the three neighborhoods. If you haven't read the book called Stealing Home by Eric Nussbaum, it's one of my favorites. It's great. Those communities were forcibly removed, evicted from Dodger Stadium, and there has been a love-hate relationship, I think it is fair to say, with the community here in Los Angeles. The majority of the Dodger fan base today is Latino, as is the population of Los Angeles. But the history of Dodger Stadium is one that is a very painful one for many Latinos in Los Angeles and many people all throughout Los Angeles. So to see this play out here today is a reminder of times past and a reminder of what we've been going through over the course of the last 2 weeks or so and what might play out in the days and weeks ahead, Alicia.
You have raids, it's my understanding, picking up across your city. Your sense of the level of fear, of frustration in immigrant communities, understanding, of course, that immigrant communities are very much interlaced with those of us who have U.S. citizenship.
Oh, fear is maximum. Fear is maximum because this has not stopped. And every day in a different corner of Los Angeles, you have seen something take place. Let me just swing the camera around right here. Downtown Los Angeles, just so you know, Alicia, is right in the distance. It's behind some of these trees, the palm trees right here. But in Chinatown, which is just below us, down the street that you're looking at right now, there were raids on some of the first days here in Los Angeles. To the other direction, this way, is Cypress Park, where that Home Depot on one of the first days of the raids took place. And I talked about on this very broadcast, those day laborers were taken from street corners, or at least attempted to be taken. And that scene plays out in a different corner of Los Angeles almost on a daily basis. It's a county of 10 million people, over 500 square miles. And it seems like I feel like, in talking to people on the ground every day, that they feel like ICE is everywhere. And that is terrifying, not just undocumented folks, but mixed status families with children in Los Angeles public schools, mixed status families who have people in their church or in their workplace. Everyone knows somebody who's affected by this here in this city. And the protests, especially on Saturday, that have been largely peaceful, are all about, not about Donald Trump, not about anger at the administration. It's about getting ICE out of Los Angeles, and everything else comes after that, because this affects people's day-to-day lives right now.